What's Gucci and the Coochie? Your boy is finally back home from Evo. Had a great time. If you've never been to Evo, you should definitely try to go because I had a blast. But a lot of things happened while I was gone. We got a couple of trailers. Couple of things. I tried to make reactions happen as best as I could in the area I was in with the technology I was provided. Okay. But going to Evo, my main two goals were I wanted to play more Mortal Kombat 1 and I wanted to try Project L. I did both of those things. I also played a game I didn't know was going to be there, which was, what is it Unlist? Is that what they call it? Under Night, I just call it Under Night. Under Night got a sequel announced. I played a little bit of that. Not too much on that though, because I didn't play the first one. I'm not well versed, but I have fun playing it. But Project L and Mortal Kombat 1 were my two main goals. I had already played a lot of Tekken. It was okay. So going into this, like, I didn't get like no special, like I ain't got clouts for that. Okay, I ain't get no special play session. Okay, where I could record. I ain't get that. Okay, I ain't got that NRS clout. Okay, but so I stood my little black ass in line multiple times because I wanted to play this game. And luckily, I was with one of my friends who don't really care about playing. So basically what I did was he just sat there and let me beat him up and practice stuff and try to get stuff in. So cool on him for that. But obviously, I don't have footage of anything. So I'm just going to have this IGN footage playing in the background while I kind of talk about it. So going into this, I didn't really care to play too much Johnny Cage. I'm sure he's really fun. But I was more interested in spending my time with Li Mei because she hasn't been in a game in like a decade. Her last game was Mortal Kombat Armageddon that she was playable. So I was really interested in messing around with her and figuring a lot of stuff out. I also used the combination of her and Frost because Frost was the new cameo that I hadn't played. So it was pretty weird that Scorpion wasn't in this build, but whatever. So the very first thing that I noticed is that this game is faster. NRS is listening to us. They heard all. Basically, we all had the same feedback when it came to Mortal Kombat 1's beta, and they addressed it. The game is much faster. To me, at first, the game felt it kind of felt the same speed as MK11 with combos. So people were calling it like MK11.5 or something like that. But now, the speed is the movement is way better. Feels good. People are comparing it to MK9. I would say that's probably what it's closer to now. I can't 100% say it's like MK9 movement because I don't think that's personally true. But if I had to say which game, before it was like, okay, this is an MK11 movement style, but you got combos. Now I would say it's leaning more towards being MK9-ish movement. So I was very happy with that. I could move across the screen, a lot of stuff. It just felt good to play. Like it didn't feel like I had like rocks in my shoes. So that was the very first thing I noticed. That was the very first thing I tested because I wasn't too sure it was going to happen with this new build. Yeah, I thought this would maybe be something they addressed in later builds, but they addressed it in this build, which means they are very perceptive of that. That was a big problem. And Ed Boon tweeted about it too, about how they essentially like, I don't know if y'all saw the tweet, but he basically was like, yeah, thank you for your feedback. We hear you. We made the game faster. And I expected that to happen. They're pretty receptive to feedback. So talking about Li Mei, actually, gameplay wise, she was pretty fun. She has some cool things. I think my favorite move she has like this little lantern she can set out. And Frost's cameo is fucking good. I didn't play a lot, like I didn't play like hours, but I played enough to be like, wow, Frost's cameo is pretty good. She had the two moves I was using, like I can't tell if she's sliding or she's just coming in or doing a ground freeze, but she can freeze you obviously. And then she has like this circular orb that like floats across the screen, and if it touches you, it freezes you. So I was like, what the hell? But Li Mei has these lanterns. You can see it here in this IGN video where it just kind of floats around, and if it hits you, it pops you up. So I thought that was pretty cool. It seems like as you can see, like they're really leaning into the lantern thing. So you probably can like do a knockdown and do a setup with those fucking lanterns. But I thought that was pretty cool that they did that for her. She also has like this ender where it's like her multi punches. Basically, it's essentially what it is. Her little multi punches from the old games. She has like this string where it's like, you'll see them use it in this video, but it's like this string where she does like a pop-up kick. This right here, yeah, and that'll, I'm assuming that might be your go-to starter with her, or your main pop-up starter, if you want to do combos. But she has other stuff too. Obviously her projectile, there's the lantern I was talking about, and I didn't know you could do this, but apparently they show this off in this IGN video. But I think you can actually shoot the lantern, and I think it makes it go faster. Like you see it's going slow, and it makes it, when you hit it, it goes down. So that was something I didn't figure out until I saw other people doing it, and I was like, oh shit. But she was pretty fun to play. She felt good. Out of every character I've played so far, she felt the most natural for me personally. She felt the most close to a character archetype that I play. In the beta I played sub. I've never really played sub like that. I've never been a big sub guy. So playing her, she felt the most natural to me so far. So yeah, she felt really good. I had a blast. I probably will try her. This the orb thing I was talking about with Frost. If that touches you, you freeze. So yeah, Frost seems pretty good as a cameo. Li Mei was pretty fun. I just love the love to the 3D era characters. Overall, my experience was great. I got hands-on with these characters. Like I said, Li Mei felt great in my hands. The game is much faster. It feels so much better. I cannot emphasize this enough, but this game feels so much better at like a faster pace. And it's not like crazy, like it's not like MKX where you just fucking running across the screen. It's a respectable pace that makes sense for Mortal Kombat. So thoroughly enjoyed that. But something else happened while I was there. Obviously, we saw my reaction to it. My favorite ninja got announced. If you don't know, I am a big Reptile fan. Very, very big Reptile fan. My favorite of the ninjas. Ermac is probably a little bit under him, but I fucking love Reptile. And coming into this, we knew Reptile was going to get shown because Ed Boon just kept saying it, basically. They literally were saying Reptile was coming. What I did not expect was Ashra, and people keep saying, keep to me like, why are you saying Ashra? Okay, Ashra, whatever the fuck. And Havik, two characters I was not expecting to see. I thought we would see maybe Reiko, Reptile. I thought that would be the combination, but yeah, this makes sense. Spanish characters. This aligns with all three of their stories. So this trailer being named Banished makes sense. So let's talk about my favorite boy first. Obviously, gonna be my main between him and Melina. And I love what they did with when I saw this part. I want to explain too with my reaction. I was in a room with like other people. It wasn't just me in that room by myself. I had a group of friends in there too. So if my reaction seemed kind of tame, it still was fucking crazy. It's because I was with other people and I can't be in my natural environment, okay? But I can't explain to you how hard my penis was when I saw human Reptile. I tweeted this and I said that the decision to make Reptile a human that can shapeshift into a reptile is probably the smartest thing they've done with this game so far. Because people have strong feelings about Reptile. I know his name is fucking Reptile, but I'm one of the people that really got an attachment to his human form. I don't hate too much. Like, I think the only design I hate of Reptile is like, where I just think it's awful, is maybe his Mortal Kombat. Is it Deception or Deadly Alliance? One of those fucking games where he's just literally full-blown lizard man. I don't like when he's full-blown fucking lizard. I like him to have lizard qualities but be a human. So this was a good way to go. And he looks cool, man. His human design looks cool. He probably has my favorite design so far in the game. He just looks really fucking cool. And obviously I'm gonna play him. So yeah, he can turn into this big lizard man. Let's switch to some of the gameplay stuff that I saw. So a couple of things here. He has some of his reptile strings. So he keeps some of his strings that he's had. So he's had that before, I'm pretty sure. Couple of things to note. Like I said, Frost is good. Frost is such a good cameo. Y'all don't know. She is so good. So a couple of things you see. You see his command run thingy. It looks different, right? I don't remember before with Reptile's command dash, but I don't think you were able to cancel out of it. Like you had to go into, you either switch sides and punched. Correct me if I'm wrong, by the way, because I'm not entirely sure. I didn't start playing Reptile, like really playing Reptile until maybe MKX. I just always messed around with him. But here he does his command run and he stops. I'm assuming you have some stuff you can do out of this. So he does the command run. He does like this like low. Let me mute it so we don't have to hear. So he does like this low. He goes into that, like, he's always, well, I ain't gonna say he always, but he has that where he like does that little overhead thingy. And then he goes into, he turns into a lizard man and he uses force ball. So it seems like the shape shifting is tied to like his special moves. So once he uses a special moves, he transforms and he transforms back. So he has force ball back. It's big as shit. He has, I can't tell if this is an ender for his air combo or is a fucking special move. I'm gonna assume it's an ender, but I guess we'll know once we get to play him. Then, okay, first of all, I want to talk about this for a second. I see people making memes about about this character because people have been calling her other stuff. People not realizing this is Ashra makes sense. And I know people are going to be like, well, she said her name at the beginning of the video. Here's the thing y'all got to understand. When you're reacting to stuff, you're hype, like you might be hype over a part and miss something. And you don't catch it until you rewatch it. So you got to imagine people who are in a venue reacting to this, it's loud as shit in there, okay? You probably couldn't even fucking hear her say her name. If you're reacting at home, it might be hard to catch because you're just like speaking. So her design is drastic enough where I can see people not realizing this is Ashra. If you look at her old form, my thought process is kind of weird. Because in Deception, when you see her, she's in another realm and she's still Persian. But I'm going to assume in the Deception game, she's further along in the purging. If you don't know about her story, basically she has this sword that she needs to collect like demon souls or whatever. And the more she collects, the more human she becomes or some shit, or the closer she can get. Some bullshit like that, basically. So she's collecting souls or whatever the fuck she's doing with her sword. And she's turning more human or whatever the fuck. So my assumption with her character is that this point that we're seeing her is kind of earlier in her purging. Not too early, because obviously she looks human-ish, but maybe when we saw her in, like, obviously this is a new timeline, so everything I say probably doesn't even apply here, but the Ashra we probably saw in Mortal Kombat Deception was way further along in the amount of demons she had like purged or whatever, so that's why she looks like that. And on top of that, she doesn't have her big ass fucking hat. She's known for having this big ass fucking hat. She ain't even got a goddamn hat on. So yeah, I can see people confusing her with another character. But once I saw her sword, I knew it was her. So, looking at her, Ashra, first of all, the Cyrax cameo is fucking crazy. Okay, wait, this shit. So what does she do here? Not this part. So it looks like this move staggers. Let me see if I can play it back here. It looks like this jab right here into the stomach staggers. Yeah, it staggers. So she has a command jump special. You see she jumps, boom, pops up into her. That is such a weird move. So she can. So okay, I can't tell if that's ES or not. So she has that, and it gives her an air combo. She does this teleport thingy. So yeah, cool. I'm really happy about her reveal. She's the 3D character I wanted to come back the most. I'm really happy she's back. I don't know how I entirely feel about her design yet. I think I'm 50-50 right now. I don't hate it. It's not the worst design. I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about her, how she looks yet. Because she looks very Devore-y. I don't know. I'm still unsure about how I feel about how she looks, but I'm sure she'll grow on me. She's like one of my favorite 3D characters, so I have an individual. Now this motherfucker, I did not expect. In my reaction, I did not see Serena at first. I just saw a demon. So the demon is Serena. I forgot she could fucking do that for some reason. But Havik coming back is dope as fuck. Hella overdue. One of the most unique Mortal Kombat characters, and I was shocked he has never been back in the game. So this is probably the coolest part of the video. I'm sorry this is so long, but I have so many thoughts. So a couple of things about Havik. He's known for like, he does this in like 3D games where he's like breaking his bones. I think in what game? I don't remember what game it is, but he can like, he has a move where he can break his neck or some shit and heal or some bullshit. I forgot. But he breaks a lot. He throws his limbs and breaks his fucking bones. And he's like the bringer of chaos, which is why he says chaos all the time and shit. It's like a meme, but he's so cool. So he breaks his neck here when the cameo comes out. He reanimates, comes out, breaks his neck again. You get a fucking projectile that just pops out of his goddamn mouth. Like, you get a fucking pop-up. He does, oh my god, what a cool character. He has this little weird fucking body contort that he has, a little body spin and shit. Organs falling out and shit. Now, I know a lot of these like content creators are gonna be like, bruh, I can never play Havik. Because Havik is probably gonna get your video demonetized. But guess what? Lucky for y'all, I don't care. I'm gonna play them. So yeah, Serena stuff. I forgot she can do that. This is a cool X-ray, but I'm really glad Havik is back. People were saying this is Quan Chi. This is not fucking Quan Chi, guys. People keep like zooming in and being like, "This is Quan Chi." This is not Quan Chi. If this is Quan Chi just sitting here knocked out, that'd be very shocked. So, I can't say that's Quan Chi. So more reptile stuff. He has a sweep, which is his lure. This is his new slide, if you didn't know. I know some people was like, what the fuck is that? This is Reptile's new slide. It's like some fucking gator roll. Pretty cool. Force ball is big as hell. Striker being back. Some dude left me a long comment on my video because I jokingly was like, oh, police brutality, you know, like we do for Striker. And he made some long woke comment or some shit, so I just blocked it there. Fuck you on. It's a fucking video game. So he has that pop-up. He has fucking acid spit. Like I said, it looks like all his special moves, he turns into a reptile, which makes sense, which is cool. Striker cameo. Let's skip forward. We don't need to see all this X-ray shit. We know what's up. More Havik stuff. I wonder what this does. I couldn't tell what. I was trying to look to see what this does. This is an arena cameo thing, but you can't see what it's doing. It's just there. But some Havik stuff. He breaks his arm. He hits you with it. Very Havik-y. Is this a command roll grab? What the fuck is this? You see, he like rolls fast as shit. You almost don't see it, but he rolls fast as fuck towards you and command grabs you. Look. So he has this command grab roll thing. I don't know what that's supposed to be. And then he spits in your fucking face. I will definitely be trying out Havik. I think this is a trailer of. They should title this Weebies fucking character trailers. Because these are all characters that I wanted and all characters I wanted to play.
Take your chaos elsewhere.
So why you gotta disrespect me like that? So Reptile's fatality, I don't need to see it. We already know what's up. He munches you. But this is literally a trailer of every character I personally wanted. When I made my wish list for MK1, Havik, Ashra, and Reptile were characters I was like, we really need these characters back. Like I said, Reptile's my favorite ninja. Ashra is probably my favorite 3D era character. And Havik's just cool. I made a video about Havik and how I just wanted him back. So overall, very happy with the state of this game. I didn't even talk about the fucking stages. For all the people that are complaining about the stages, and I kept telling y'all, I literally said this multiple times. Just be patient. There's no way a Mortal Kombat game is not gonna have dark ass stages. Okay, the point was that you're seeing all these happy characters and happy times. Of course you're gonna get happy stages, but then you're gonna get like shitholes like Havik, and you're gonna be in this fucking fucked up ass forest. So obviously there was gonna be Mortal Kombat stages. We just needed to be patient. So very, very excited for this game. I'm assuming we're gonna get a combat cast at some point, but very happy with these characters that we've seen so far. I'm really, really, really liking this roster. I know it's excluding some fan favorites, but I'm liking the exclusions and inclusions that we've had so far. As somebody who's played the newest build, I promise you, I promise you I'm not fucking trolling. You know how people just like get overhyped and they say shit. I played the game multiple times at Evo to make sure I wasn't tripping. The game is faster. And other people agreed on Twitter, so I was like, okay, man, I'm not tripping. The game is in a much faster state. So the problems that we had, we don't have anymore. Characters feel good. This is going to be a really fun game. Hopefully I get to showcase these characters at some point some more. I don't think I'll get I'm assuming we're not going to play this again until the beta. So let me know what you think about these characters in the comment section. Happy all three of them are back. Happy movement is better. Li Mei seems fun. Did not play Johnny, but people seem like they're having a lot of fun with Johnny. But they should have named this Mortal Kombat 1 official Weeby trailer because I got all the characters that I fucking wanted. I literally can't complain about the roster. I have all of the characters that, like, I have every character I wanted personally, so I can't complain. I literally cannot complain about anybody else that makes it into this fucking game. So let me know what you think in the comment section. As always, pass class, don't eat ass. I'm out this bitch.